We are live, and as the title of the video says, the rumors of my early demise have been greatly exaggerated. Oh my God, I think this is the first time I've streamed in months. I don't know. So I'll wait for my chatters to get in the box with me, and then we'll go from there. Give you a little bit of background on what's going on, show you a couple little new things that I've collected along the way, and hopefully, well, I'm sure you guys can hear that rattling upstairs. It's my mom on her walker taking her hourly stroll. Okay, if you're watching the recording, skip ahead. And I'm going to hang out here, not talk to myself, and wait for some of my chatters to get in the box. And there's Joan. Early bird catches the worm. Can you hear me okay, Joan? And Jan. And Kathy and Gayla. Hey, Dana. Hey, Shelly. All right. Bonnie. For the Marylanders, that Aura Borealis is Bonnie. Harmony's Creations. Hey, P. Couple newer names in there. Of course, my memory is pretty much shot at this juncture. So I am so out of doing anything. I'm not really sure how this is going to go today, but you got to start somewhere, right? So I got a couple things that I've gathered along the way, mostly Xandra's fault. And we'll see how it goes. We'll play with a couple little things and see where that leads me. But this, so just to let everybody know, my mom, who will be 95 in July, has had, hey, Shelly, hi, Ann, Gail. My mom has had several heart procedures done that stemmed off of one 911 call in early November. The same week I went back to work after having my knee replaced, that Saturday she called me and said she couldn't breathe. So that parlayed itself into, hey, Allie, several heart procedures, 2 stents in a main artery that was 90% closed, needed a new aortic valve. Of course, we had COVID in between all that stuff, so we had to outwait the COVID to get her into surgery for the new valve. Then she needed a new, let's see what happened next. Oh, then she came home from the valve and had to go back in 3 days and had a very serious bacterial blood infection. They did tests to make sure it didn't attach itself to the new valve. Then she started to code one day and they had to put in an emergency pacemaker. Then after the emergency pacemaker, they had to put in a permanent one, which is different. It's a newer one. They said it's a third of the size of a AAA battery. And it doesn't have wires like the traditional recent kind have, because that was more gear in her that the infection could attach itself to. So this one was drug up through a dilated vein, not an artery, but a dilated vein in the groin, up into her heart, and then it had little barbs on it, and they twist it, and it bites into the heart muscle, and it stays there. So she's got that permanent pacemaker in now. She got out of the hospital, went into rehab on February 2nd, and we just brought her home here with us this past Thursday, the 9th of March. So a lot of appointments for her coming up. She's doing pretty good. Trying to get her strong enough to go back home, especially with spring and summer coming. She lives on the water. And no, it's not a Watchman. I don't remember what the name of it is. It's not a Watchman. We have a device that needs to be plugged in the room where she spends most of her time so it can pick up signals and stuff, but doesn't have any wires, none of that stuff. So she had 4 heart problems. The blocked artery, main artery up the front of her heart was blocked 90%. That was fixed with 2 stents. She needed a new aortic valve, which she's known for 7 or 8 years and always refused the surgery. And now she didn't have a choice. So she got a new aortic valve. After the valve replacement, her AFib got really out of control and was, I think they call it VTach, where it goes AFib to tachycardia and goes all crazy. Hence the emergency pacemaker. Then the permanent pacemaker. What got her in the hospital in the first place was severe congestive heart failure. It was, her legs were blown up. Her lungs were filling up. She was basically drowning in her own fluid. So that's still a problem. There's people, you probably know, there's no cure for congestive heart failure. You just manage it with Lasix, a water pill, basically. So that's where we are now, weighing her every day, adjusting the Lasix accordingly, wrapping her legs if she needs it. Got to follow up with the congestive heart failure clinic and the cardiologist. And while she was in there, she lost most of her vision in her right eye. They did tests to see if it was an event like a stroke or a blood clot. It showed nothing. They think it might just been a disruption of blood flow to her optic nerve on her right eye, and the vision may or may not come back. And she's really upset about that one. And we discovered on her emergency room visit back in November that she has stage 3 kidney disease from a UTI that put her in the hospital for 5 days 2 years ago during COVID. I couldn't get through to the nurse's station to talk to anybody. She was in for 5 days. And nobody decided to mention that to me or her. If they mentioned it to her, it went over her head. So we got to follow up with a kidney specialist, ophthalmologist, congestive heart failure clinic, and all the other regular stuff. So somebody asked how old my mom is. She will be 95 in July. Oh, hey, Kathy. So you snuck in there. So anyway, that's where I've been at the hospital from November. Well, when she wasn't in the hospital, she was here with us. So I had her 24/7 here. And when she was in the hospital, I was there every day but one day. And in rehab, I was there every day but one day. So I'm pretty pooped trying to work full time on the side and, do all your regular stuff. Hence, no streaming. But I've been thinking about you guys. Some of you have emailed me and sent me Facebook messages on the side asking if I'm okay and all that stuff. I really appreciate that. But it's just been, it's been a little crazy. I thought you were tired. From your lips to God's ears. Not yet. October, probably. Yeah. Thanks, Kathy. Yeah. So that's where we are. As of today, things are okay. So let's play with some of these new little ditties that I found along the way. I've been wanting one of these bone folders with this little tribal print on it forever. And I ordered it. I thought it was black and white, but I kind of like this one. It's like almost like a tortoise shell, and it's hard. You can't really tell. It's hard. It doesn't feel like plastic. And it's got some little tiny marks and scratches in there, like it was bone shaved down, maybe. Of course, you're not going to focus. Why would you focus? That would be too much to ask. Well, there you go. See some of that texture in there. So I do believe it is some kind of bone. Anyway, now I got to find something to fold. I don't know why this is laying out here. I got one of these for something that I thought would be brilliant, and I have no idea why I have it. But, that's what it is. And these I got a while ago. These are that Cotty paper, and it's 100 sheets. It was just a few dollars. They're, like swatch size. So I had this brilliant idea that I would use these. There's another Kathy. Did you get that from the vintage paper shop? If so, it is. No, I got it from Hollanders. Hollanders. Which is where I got this brush also. It just came to mind. So I have these for one day in the future when I may have enough sense to try to swatch something I want to swatch. And then what the hell am I going to do with these little pieces? I don't know. I haven't thought that far out, but they were too cute not to get them. Oh, mercy. So Xandra made me get these little indoor-outdoor spray paints that are water-based. And I have an idea that I want to play with these. I I doubt that they can be reactivated once they are dry, but I'm going to play with those. Of course, I got a blue one and a little turquoise one. All right, you can see the colors on the caps. A silver and a gold, and a black and a white. That's kind of my standard when I try something new anymore. That's usually what I try to get. Anywho, this is from, don't know. Oh, here we go. GPC papers. GPC, like Gail, Patty, Cindy papers. I should have said Gala. Anywho, I just thought they would be, something I should have for if I ever do anything again. So I got this lovely piece of, I think this was called bronze, and it does have a little bit of a green. See that when it hits the light differently, it's got a little bit of a green cast to it, like the golden bronze paint breaks out into that turquoise. Where was the label on this rascal? Soft metallics gold. Oh, what the hell do I know? So that's that little ditty. Move these over here. I'm going to throw them right in my drawer. And then I got some of this Agora lace. Love this stuff. I had a little piece of this and saw it on the website, but I should grab that while I'm here. And then, of course, you can never have too many circles. So I think, did I get 2 of these? Nope, just one because it's giant. I'm going to get that out of my way before I trip over it and break a leg. But I love this stuff. I found these years ago at Blick. Actually in Chicago at Blick. When I went for work every year, we used to go to a trade show. So I got to go to the mothership at the big Chicago store. I'm going to walk this off to the side. And that's where I first found that whimsy paper. I think it's called whimsy. That's what they call it at Dick Blick. Let's see what they call it here. And it's whimsy here too. So, it just hit me. I wonder, what would you adhere it with though? I was thinking about they would look really cool foiled. But how would one go? Let's not get into foiling today. This piece of paper was laying here. I printed it out. This is one of Robin's printables. And I love this piece. It's almost like a blue-black, Payne's grayish kind of thing with black and white through it and some real fine print of, I assume, a letter or something. 1791 it says down here. But I just love that piece of paper, and I printed a couple out so I would have them. Oh, and I printed this one out too. But I can't tell you off the top of my head which month printables that was from. My apologies. And of course, I saw Robin using this, and it looked so yummy. I thought, Patty, you should probably have some of that. Who else? Mary Ellen, hi. Sorry, Patty, where did you order the papers? GCP. The letters no. Hang on. Oh, crap. GPC. Like Gala, Patty, Cindy. Papers.com. I know. I just hate that Joan and Paul aren't going to be able to come this year. I hate it. But anyway, this is some 100% cotton paper Robin found on Amazon. And it looked really yummy when she was using it. So I thought I'd stack that up on the side and just see if, when I got to use that. So these are also Xander's fault. And I have scissors, but, you can always use an extra pair of scissors. I'll probably take a pair or 2 upstairs. These were like $8 or something on Amazon. But look how cute they are. Little rainbow finish. What are you going to do? Set these off to the side. get rid of this before I impale myself with a staple, which I already had an injury this morning. Every time I cut my mom's hair this morning. I am not a hairdresser. It never goes great, but it gets done. But every time I cut myself with the freaking scissors, holding the hair, combing the hair up and holding it and cutting with the scissors this way. And well, I made it all through her haircut, and I was combing through it to see if I missed any spots that were longer. And I thought, oh crap, I got to cut this. And I cut it with the last cut of the day. Black deli paper, talking about and plan to share with everyone at the retreat. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like it. Now, it's not as black as that Nina Eclipse paper that I love, but it's certainly usable. It's nice for collage. It's got one, here's a piece right here. This side's more charcoal looking. This one's a little bit on the gray. It's not really black. This is the Nina black. And I like blackety black, but this is thinner. It's not quite as thin as deli. How would you describe that, Jan? The texture of it. It doesn't feel waxy necessarily, but they do call it a deli paper. It's not too bad. I'll live. But anyway, that's the difference in those. But it's different than other deli papers that I have and have had. Oh, you didn't get it yet. This has been laying down here for a couple months. One day, I had about 5 minutes to spare, and I just felt like I had to do something. So it hit me to take out a piece of Yupo, and I squirted my water in a circle, and then I took, this is new, to the line of Goldens, the Iridescent Bronze Fine in high flow. Highly recommend it. So I thought, I know this breaks down to the colors where you see the goldish bronze and then you see the turquoise for the two pigments that are in that color. So I sprayed it. I put a little spinny line around here, put some dots around, let it start doing its thing. And then I threw some salt in it. And this salt is so crazy. I can't figure out why. It dries and it looks like tiny glass squares, like they're perfectly square. Now you can see this is only the one type of salt that I put on here. It was the Jacquard salt. But look at this close, and you can see bigger clusters of the chunks of salt, right? Let me see if I can show you. See the big clusters of salt right there? And then where it waters down and thins out, see all those tiny little shiny squares that kind of over here, even on the white, where it came. Well, are you going to show me or not? Probably not. Really? Probably because of the white. But you can see them all throughout there where it watered them down, and it breaks down into these perfect little flat squares instead of these huge chunks. Like that, like that, like that. It's only that one salt on there. I can never figure that out. But anyway, that was my 3-minute art adventure a couple months ago. Where am I going to put you? Where am I going to put you? Let's put you over there. This was a paper towel. I don't know what I did with this, but I had too much ink or something. And I picked this up, but look at that. Look how pretty that is. That'll find its way into something. That's some kind of metallic ink. Who knows? That's a pitiful showing, I can tell you that much. I think I might have done these the last time I was on 100 years ago. But these are those bolder colors, watercolor pigments. Let me zoom in a little bit. The powders of watercolor. And I love this one. Look at that mixture in there. Just spread some water down and sprinkle it on there and let it do its thing. So I thought about trying something here with these sprays. Oh, I got some of these too. I had a couple of these, I think. But this is also Xandra's fault. Tam! Hello! Ibera, hi. So glad everybody could pop in here. Not sure what we're going to get accomplished because my brain is sort of fried, to be honest, as well as most of my body. Oh, here's a little funny. Years back, I had problems with sciatica, and down the back of my left, bottom of my butt cheek, down my leg to my knee. It's not fun if you've ever had it. It's really painful, and it was bad enough that I had a hard time sitting anywhere. I was going to physical therapy for it. Then it resolved, and then I've been fine. For some reason, last week it started bothering me again, and it was pretty grabby. But I thought, well, we'll just sit on an ice pack now and then and hope for the best, because I was a couple days away from bringing mom back from rehab. So my brother came over and rode with me from our house to rehab to pick her up and help me get her in the house and get her settled and all that stuff. Well, don't you know, we take her transport chair into the rehab so we can just wheel her out in her chair and not have to run the wheelchair they provided for her back in, blah, blah, blah. So I went to take her in her room, which was kind of tight. I went to open up her transport chair. It kind of folds up. So I was pushing the seat down. Hey, Jude. And, getting it set up for her. And I went to wheel it over to where her recliner was that she was sitting in. And I hit the front left wheel of the wheelchair into the wheel of her hospital bed that was in the rehab room. It jammed the handle, my left handle that I'm pushing it with, into my into my lower left abdomen. And I jumped because I didn't know how hard it was going to hit me. And when I jumped, it triggered that nerve for the sciatica. I screamed and my leg went out from under me. I was going down. And luckily, I was able to throw myself into a chair that was in the vicinity. It knocked the air out of me. I couldn't speak. And Skip was saying, "Oh my God, what's the matter, Pat? What's the matter?" My mom was saying, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I couldn't talk. I said, "I'm all right. I'm all right. Just give me a minute." And then since then, oh, it's been really, really yanking me. Yeah. So anyway, what are you going to do? So, yeah, these are some inks. They're really cute bottles. So Xander used these. You guys probably saw her. We'll see if we get enough time. I'll swatch these. But I have something in my little head. While it's in there, I got to try to access it because it won't stay in there long. Hey, cat. I promise you, it will not stay in there long. So I want to take, let's try this first. I just had an idea. This is a piece of bee paper. Nothing fancy schmancy. I'm going to take a stencil. Just one that I don't mind spraying up with paint. Maybe this. Maybe this. Old pictograph stencil. Let's try something here. Let me get a brush that I don't mind getting a little painty if that happens. Is this acrylic? Oh, God, it's so small print. Light blue. I would think this is some kind of acrylic, but it says it's water-based. Is there such a thing as water-based acrylic? I'm thinking about what brush I'm going to use. Ain't no chance of me reading that. Well, and also it looks like most of it's French. Well, here's how we'll learn. We'll just try it and see what happens. Hey, Jean. Hi, Aja. Welcome, everybody. Let's grab a brush that's not too precious to me. I have to move over to the brush department here for a minute. Oh, here's a whole box of stuff I forgot I got and didn't show anybody. I signed up for Jody Oles' Sticks and Stones class. I love those whimsical. It's like rocks and different sticks and stones and stuff, hence the name Sticks and Stones. But she does them on the wooden panels that has a certain finish on them, with different high flow paints that are watered down. Really cool. They're really cool. And anyway, I bought a few things for that class. What's this? Huh. Wow, that's a sable brush and it's coming apart. Let's just grab one of these with the synthetic bristles for now. Who knows what will happen. I'm going to set that in some water. And I'm just going to take one of these. And this says you can spray it inside. Well, CB, we love to give you sweet surprises. Wait till July. Well, you're only really seeing my hands, but they're connected to the rest of me. Oh, quite the picture to see right now, let me tell you. Good Lord. Looks like I've been through a war. Uh-oh. Now, I'm sure there's some sneaky way that there's some kind of cap on here. That one fell off. Oh, that one came off. Is there something? Let's see. Let's just hope I have the nozzle pointed away from me. I will say bad words. Oh, it is. Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Okay. So let's just do this just for shits and gigs. All right. And let's do some of this in there. Let's print that off on there. Now, I know it was thick. It kind of overflowed there, but that's okay because I just want to see if I can brush it out. And I didn't take my white shirt off, and I got to have paint on my elbows. That's okay. So it's still wet. So let's just see how this works. I just want to see what happens if you kind of bleed it out. Well, not much. A little bit. Let's do it down here and see what happens. I didn't know if it would be kind of watercolory. Let me turn this around to get it out of my disaster zone. Nope, that's kind of fixed there now that it dried. That's what I thought. Okay, well, that was a very quick experiment. You got to grab this baby while she's wet. And then it does kind of, do its thing. But I think once it dries, that was wet because it was still in a little bit of a clump there. Huh, yeah. You got to grab it when it's wet. So, on that note, let's try, just for gigs, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's because my brain doesn't work right now. Hey, Susan. I haven't done anything for so long. It's like the thought of what to do hurts my head. It looks like it's almost got like an oiliness to it when you see it. Like it almost starts to resist a little bit. These sprays are already dry there. Nope. Very small working window. You got to get it when it's still wet to try to bleed it out. Although when you do, kind of does that, but I don't know in what conditions I would actually use that for as a watercolor. Joe, Kathy S. So it's simply spray acrylic. It says it's water-based. So does that just mean it's like a latex paint where you can wash your tools off with water? Oop. I do like it. A couple things about it. You don't have to have a giant can. If it's water-based, you can clean up your tools with it, and you can use it inside. It doesn't have a smell to it. You got that right, Susan. But I may be dumb, but acrylic is water-based. I believe you are right, Kathy, which is why you can clean up your tools with latex paint, or any of the acrylic paints will come off with just washing your tools off with water. So let's call that a fail for what I thought it was going to do. But let me grab something here. What am I going to grab? Oh my. See if there's anything in here kind of unfinished that could use a little pizzazz. These are old. Oh, I hate this one. Hate's a strong word, but I do not like it at all. I know, right? One day, that's what you got to plan for. And we'll see how easily they wash off my hands. How the hell I got spray paint on my hands? I don't know. This was just a play page. These were all strips of all those cards I made last year at the retreat. All the strips I cut off from the prints on cardstock of jelly prints. I just kind of balled them up there. Did you read that somewhere on Facebook, Gayla? That could do something. But what? Should I get? Should I just try a collage? Lord, that could be an all-day attempt at this point. Oh, but I have this pretty paper to start with. Love that one. Let's see what else I have. Just kind of an arm's reach here. Oh, these are some of the last papers I was working on. These have been sitting there for years. Put a mask on, Patty. For what reason, Dot? Because of the spray paint? The spray paint says on the label, indoor spray paint. Non-toxic. Oh, thanks, Susan. That's got too much goldy stuff in it. Let's do, these are just, I need more printmaking paper. Let's see. Let me dig a little further. I really got to do something with some of these piles down here. Lord have mercy. This. Oh, here's some more prints. Let's see if I see anything in this color range down here. These are old. Remember Uncle Joe? I'm looking for something. I'm probably going to have to go into my drawers. What's Gayla saying? Hey, you've had a couple month break, Gayla. You should be okay. At least for one try. Oh. This is that. What's this called? This paper? It's not hitting me right off at the moment. Okay, this is not the color family I'm looking for. So hold on. Hold the phone. I'm going to have to resort to digging in my drawers. It doesn't sound good. I'm going to move all the stuff I stacked up on one drawer. Oh, what's this? And for some reason, I felt I needed black tissue paper. Look at that. One day you'll be handy, little fella. I'm sure of it. Okay. Let me go down into my... Oh. Let me make sure that's not a disaster. No. Okay. Deli rice paper. Tissue, pick one. No, it's that, what is that called? Hang on. You guys know what it is. I want to think it starts with a Q for some reason. What the hell is that called? It's real crunchy. Is it, oh, I almost said it. It's like it's a secret in my brain. Glassine. Yeah, it starts with a Q. Great job, Patty. Great job. Okay. Don't anybody panic. All right. I'm in my drawers looking for some stuff. Oh my God. Remember these sheets we got last year at the Dollar Tree with the little metallic strips on their contact paper? I don't know. We may or may not work that in. All right. Let's dig a little deeper. Oh, look what I have in here. Oh, crap. Hang on. I'm going to pull some of this out. This is my neutral. My neutral drawer of collage papers. Dot! Of course, for Dot. And look, we got some of those. It doesn't all have to be black, but I'm looking for silvery stuff too. What is this? Oh no, that's not going to work. Or something Payne's grayish. I got my head in the drawer, so if you're chatting, asking me a question, I will see it momentarily. Oh, that's kind of a cool print of Robin's. Oh, look, more. I only use those for Dot. She loves it so much. That's one of Joan's stencils. All right, going to another drawer. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's some foil stuff on black. Who knows? It's silver. Some of those. I'll have like 18 different colors or papers out here to pick from. Wish you could see in my drawer. At least you have something to look at. Oh no, that's gold. I don't want gold. I want... Nope, 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 nope. Oh, that's one of Robin's pieces she sent. I think Robin sent me this. Or if anybody, maybe Bonnie. Did Bonnie? Let's see. You know who's going to be responsible for graffiti? Graphite all over your area now. What are you talking about, girl? Q. Yeah, I know. CB. I'm telling you. Oh, that's kind of pretty. And kind of in the same color family. All right. Let me stop. Oh, hell, I got to put this back. Oops, I said hell, Galia. You might want to do something with penalizing me about that. I know you love it. Let's get these out of my face for now. All right, let me see. Hang on. Oh, Lord. Put some little pieces of something other. I didn't see that, but sure is pretty. So I don't know if that was a downloadable from Robin at some point, or if maybe Jude Leader maybe sent me these. That looks like something she would do. I know I can do better, Gala. Just give me some time. I need to warm up again. Oh, I might need a circle made out of something. One of these days, I really need to go through this stuff. Oh, what's that? Oh, you remember this? Does anybody remember what that came from? That print was really cool. I tried to duplicate it. I got close, but not exact. And then I foiled it. It's all coming back to me now. Two brown. I need gray, Payne's gray, black, white, silver. Oh, those are my little stickers from oh, I might use one of those. That blue-gray one down there, maybe. Gotta use them for something. One of these days. Too flashy. That was a foil experiment. All right, I'm gonna assume that we probably have enough. Oh, you can't hurt to take that out. That's too heavy. That's watercolor paper. I don't know what I'll ever do with that. Oh, look, we have, oh, it's gold. Surfboards. I need to have a surfboard making day because I love to put that shape into collages. I really do. That's some tape. I don't know. You never know. Getting her close to the bottom, people. It's almost over. Oh, look at that. It's over. That's the little bits drawer or bin. Okay. Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy. Let's see. Let me spread out over here. This is going to be too big, I think. Little bits. Let me put the big pieces over here. Little bits over here. Here. Big. Oop. Oh, look what was stuck on the back of that. But it's gold. But that's okay. Doesn't make it a bad thing. Some stripes for Dot. Love this. Oh, how did this? Oh, that's a little tiny piece. Foil. All right. Now the hard part. Figuring out the puzzle. I believe that's I don't know, Gala. I think you're underestimating it. 8 1/4 by 11 1/2. Get it right. I love this piece. So let's start there. Here's my cork ruler. Amalia, hi. Hey, Fran. Kate. Oh, I turned away and I got some more people coming in. Thanks, guys. Good to see everybody. And by see, you know what I mean. Oh, that was a big chunk of that. No wonder it tore so easy. I had a grip on that bad boy. That's okay. It's just background paper. I'm going to tear this up. I'm not going to use it. Like a big old square. John, I got your card today. Niagara Nancy, hi. Hey, Liz. That's a new one. All right. I ruled this one out. It's the wrong color. See, that's got kind of brown in it too, but it's got the silver. So we won't rule you totally out yet. Not quite yet. See, that one looks kind of green against there. That's not the right. See how this works? Or doesn't work? Even that beige right there is not going to look right, just right, is it, on there? We'll put that in the maybe pile. Hey, Kellyanne. All right. I kind of like these ghostly pictographs in there. I wonder how I should do this. If I want to do this, like coming down from the corner and tearing it like diagonally off this way somehow. Less talking, more tearing. Well, we don't rightly know yet, Fran. We're trying. I'm going to attempt doing a collage, although I've not touched anything for a couple of months. So I'm a little rusty. My brain's a little rusty along with it. So I'm just sitting here ciphering in my head. I like these bigger print, this bigger font up here. But I like these black blobs. Okay, let's just tear it up. It's a piece of paper, people. For the love of God. Let's do something like maybe like that. And let's do something over here. I'm just thinking, don't anybody panic yet. maybe that'll come into play somewhere. And, oh, we got to have some of these little rascals. What would a collage be without a circle? Oop, don't do it. There we go. Maybe that'll drop down from the top. Maybe not. That Paul, he's a packing fool, isn't he? He's got to keep the stuff going over there with Joan. It's hard to keep up with her. So this is a copy of a piece of that. Remember that red paper that I did all those patina things on with that acid stuff that makes the chemicals you paint it with, the metal paint you paint it with, patina quicker than it normally would. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let's see. What are we going to do with you? Get some of those paper edges off of there. Get rid of this red bit. What did Gayla say? Oh, which one, Gayla? Are you talking about the tape, maybe? Because this was a piece of paper that I brayered a lot of stuff off of, and then I stamped it with a Seth Apter stamp, and then foiled it. I mean, not foiled it. What's that called? What's that called? Embossing powder. Thank you. But the base of that was a layers and layers of a piece of paper that I cleaned my brayer off while I was jelly printing. We're talking about the blue under your page. Oh, this was a jelly print. It was a ghost print that I picked up after I used the newer pictograph stencil on black paper, and it was white paint. Oh, this? Sorry. Yeah, that was, I don't know. It's got some other stuff in there too. Who knows what the heck this was? It was a brayer, obviously, but these other blobs on there, I don't know what it is, but it is pretty cool looking, isn't it? I think I'll have to keep that. So Gayla was right, as much as I hate to admit it. All right, let's see what we're doing here. If we do that, well, then these are pictographs too. That might be too much picto. Oh, I have this one here. Oh, and I have this one. Hang on, let's try this. This is a jelly print from one of Joan's. I'm going to leave a black little edge on that. I'm going to have to get in touch with freebie 5-day class called Kickstart. Who had that class? Was it Jody? Jude? I need to get in touch with Sherry and see if she wants to do a sale anytime soon for eye stencils. I think Robin's got some new stencils coming out too. All right, see how we narrowed it down? A little something with a little stripey number in there maybe for dot. Let's see. So I'm going to do that and have something sneaking out underneath of there. Maybe I got to rip this in half. I'm going to lose most of that. I'll have to rip it in half maybe. I'm just playing. Don't anybody panic. Maybe we need some stripes sticking out of there. You know how I like to bust up all the abstract, rough, old-looking stuff with that stark black and white? Cut it off your brayer paper before Fran has a heart attack. All right. Fran, please don't have a heart attack. Not on my watch, girl. There we go. See, I don't know what those blobs were there. Being a turquoise girl, I do like it though. We'll put that over in the future collage pile. So what if we did... Just playing. Don't anybody panic. Oh. I'm telling you, I love a black and white stripe in there. I don't care what Dot says. Is this silver? Actually, I think that's like a rose. It's not silver. What the hell am I looking at? At one point, it looks silver. It looks like it's changing colors. Is it me or is something terrible happening to me? Does anybody else see that changing colors? But it's foil. What the hell foil did I use? I need to find that. But it's not really appropriate there, is it? Oh, hang on. What about if we just did... Well, it won't matter if I put it under here. No, that's too much. That ain't gonna work. See, if I just cut little peaks of the three of them in there with that stark black, pull this bad boy out here where she belongs. Silver with a gold flash. Hey, Susan. It's something. I don't know what the heck it is. Yeah, Anne, I know. I haven't been there forever, it seems like. I used to go there all the time. COVID changed my world. So see, I have these other little bits that I could do something with. But I have this little corner here that's kind of bugging me. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What the hell was that for? Oh, you know what? I could do a little something up here with the stripes going this way to kind of cover that little hole. I'm looking at the camera to see what it looks like. thinking maybe I should cut more of this off here. But I kind of like that little river running through it. You know what, friend? I honestly don't remember. I mean, it's been probably a couple months before I've really done a stream. And I had a couple times where I had like a 5-minute break to come down here and try to throw some paint at something and walk away and let it dry and come back next week and look at it. I mean, it's been really a crazy last few months. That's weird how these two darker shapes are kind of repeated there. Like it was maybe on one piece of the brayer, but it seems too far apart to be one roll. And that might just be water that I dropped on something that was, water soluble. No idea. Probably come to me in the middle of the night. All right, so let's see. I do like these though. Yeah, I got these two that I wanted to use, but now it's getting a little crazy. Looking at the camera on the computer screen, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Except for this looks a little too straight there. All right, let me take a picture. I'll never remember this. Hey, CM Hawkins. What kind of book she's creating her collages in? This is just a an Arteza watercolor journal. It's like 8 by 11 and a half or something like that. It's it's by Arteza. But welcome, glad you joined us. I haven't been on for a couple of months, so I'm trying to get my toes wet again and attempt a collage if my brain will allow me. I'm going to take a picture of this and see when I start gluing where I end up. It may change. Okay, at least I can remember what I thought I had. Gotta show you guys this. Dave tells Oakley, "Hey Oak, why don't you come up and watch TV with me?" And then this is my view. He looks like he's watching TV to me. Who am I to judge? Okay, so these three have to go down first. First the black and white stripes, then this one. Okay. Let's turn these over here. And this one over there. And these, I can tear off some of this. Just to get rid of it. I don't care about these shaggy ends on the rest of this. They're going to be underneath stuff. Oh, of course you'd say that, CB. It'll suck up. This I can probably cut in half, right? I don't need to use all that for that upper little corner. Watch, I cut it too short probably. Oh, mercy. Okay, let's do the black on the edge over there. Okay, a glue stick would be lovely. Put this out of the way. Put this out of my way. That I'd like to see, Fran. I think. Okay, let me have a little deli paper here for a glue catcher. Oops. Oop. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Oop. Hello. Oop. Is that straight? Straight enough. She's a going down. Okay, now this. Close enough. Okay, I want to go to that white one right there. Okay. I have a method to my madness. I wanted to put this black paper next to one of the white stripes on the black and white stripe, so it still makes the pattern look even. Not that anybody matters. It's not like we're on the way to the Smithsonian with this. Oh, mercy. Ooh, that's sticky glue. Sticky glue. All right, so I wanted to go 2 in right there. See, now it looks like it's even. Hey, Mariah. Hello. You seem eerily organized. It scares me a bit. It should. Oh, you might want to call the authorities and find out what's happening. Oops. Running out of glue. I love this piece of paper. Have I said that? Sorry if my big head is in the frame. I'm trying to line this up best I can. It's a little off the top, but that's okay. I'll take care of that later. And now, could I have this next? It's going next now. Well, it's a good thing you told me to take that piece of paper up that Fran was going to panic about, because that would have probably gotten snagged up in that little glue mishap. feels weird to be around the house all day for at least the last 2 months. I've either been at Johns Hopkins or rehab every day but one. And at some point during the day, I was trying to work some in the morning, leave and get there around 2, stay till after dinner time, and then come back and work more when I got back home. All right. Guess I'm going to put this down here. Oh, what else did I have? Do I want to use this one somehow? I don't know. Is that necessary now that I see that? I'm looking at the camera. It's funny how when you can look up at the camera and see what it looks like on screen, it looks different than looking down at it. Hey, Ginger. Welcome. Good to see you in chat. I kind of like it, though. That stark, because I don't have a lot of, I was going to say I don't have a lot of black. I don't have a lot of stark black. This and this. Little bits here and there. But that's part of the, let's see. So I don't need this any longer anywhere. I filled in the holes for that, but I do like that piece. This, I think this shall be saved for another black and silver theme, because I don't think that's going to fit there. I don't know. Kayla, what do I think about that? Please worry about not having everything she'll need. Oh, everybody will have something. She can, yeah, we all share, borrow, and we'll go shopping on Saturday and hit all the local artsy stores. For those who want to. I'm so glad you guys are coming this year. It's going down before Gala changes her mind. Doesn't allow it. As if. Hope you meant it. Let's see. I want to go at like from the top, the tippy top. Yeah, because otherwise I'll have to cover up the big font that I liked in the first place. That's okay. Something has to fall prey. And this, I can't use this glue stick for this. It will be curtains if I do. So I will get out my handy dandy secret storage spot of, well, I'm almost there. One or two more drawers. There we go. Of this rice Yamato glue for rice paper. It's real liquid. I get this from Amazon. Hello, why aren't you focusing? Be really nice if you did. Yamato. And nobody can read that. Oh, here we go. Here's the Amazon tag. Really? Starch glue, that's what it's called. Ooh, look at my shaky hand. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Okay, I didn't want to use this big of a brush, but that's what's here. That's what's an acrylic brush, so that's what we're going to do. This one's almost empty. And this will pretty much go transparent. Oops, that's a lot. In the middle of these circles. But they have some of that black. They'll be kind of grayish, but still you can see through them. So now that maybe Mom's back here with us again, maybe I'll be able to steal some moments to come and stream on a little bit more regular basis. All right, then I like to put this on top of this, kind of smooths it out and gets that to lay flat enough where you can see through it. Okie dokie. Now let's see. I got sticky fingers. I need my baby wipes. There we go. All right, now I got to step back from this. Uh-oh, can CB not hear me? Fun is the theme. Much fun, no drama. That's my favorite theme. Okay, get this gluey mess out of here. Now let me have a look. I know, seems like it might be missing a little something. Like some sort of a focal point. Huh, what will that be, pray tell? This edge is a little ungluey. What in the world could that be? Ah, crap. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. You know, I'm looking at this donut. Well, I don't have a punch that big. I'm not a very good cutter-upper. Not sure if we'll make the picnic. Are you coming in Tuesday evening, Mariah? I'll look at CB trying to save her ass already. Oops, her hiney. Tuesday is a stream day. Trying to figure out how we want to work that. Ah, okay. Well, if it's any time that you get in before like 9 o'clock, we could come over and get you or bring you a plate of food. You could stream from the house. That would be a possibility, but very disturbing when you get 20 of these wackadoodles and add wine. I can make no promises. I'm trying to think, what can I do here? What can I do? I know I can't cut that straight. I'm going to have to find something big enough to make a circle around that. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have a how crazy would that be? Oh, that's a little big. That's a little big. Maybe I can draw a line around it and then cut on the line. Think, Patty. Think. Oh, there's a glare in there. I can't see what I'm looking at. Is that centered-ish? Maybe? Okay. Now I just need a pen. Could you stream in the morning like it was Sunday? What time do you normally stream on Tuesdays? With my schedule, obviously, I never get it. Well, I can't make a circle there because it's too, that's the last hole. What a good idea that didn't work out. Crap. All right. Is it really that important that it's straight? Maybe I'll just tear it and make it a torn-edged thing. Well, let's do this. Let's take some of this off. Oh, that's wonky. Told you. Sweet Georgia Brown. That's a little wonkified. So maybe I can put this. I got to back up. Oh, it kind of gets lost. It looks okay in person, but when I look at the screen, it looks kind of lost. It looks kind of lost. Okie dokie. What you doing, bud? Hi. And my puppy came to see me. Come here. You want to say hi to the ladies? Come here, Oakley. Or not come here. Good boy. He's looking at his dad. He's taking him outside. Yeah, that's not going to work. It would need black behind it, I think. Or something else. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Hold on a minute. Do I have any of that over here? Maybe I have a smaller piece. Hang on. I had an idea of putting a fibrous kind of paper behind it. Oop, wrong drawing. I thought I had a hunk of that in here. That's too off-white. Oh, maybe. Let's see. No, that's too. No. Maybe I should walk away. I like it. Don't ruin it. My ill-fated decisions. Oh, God. Oh, maybe. No, I'd never be able to pull off that, cutting that the right way. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the piece. Oh, it's too yellowish. Oh, Lord. This wouldn't work, but isn't that pretty? It's a piece of paper. Let's see. No. Yeah, Gala, I am, against my better judgment, inclined to agree with you. No. Okay. You're right. Walk away. Check in early on Tuesday. Um, Probably so, but you'd have to ask for an early check-in when you make your reservation to make sure. I don't know at what point they'll know if somebody's in your room checking out the day you check in. I think that goes upstairs. Hang on, let me look real quick on. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that might be that seat cushion for Mom. Thanks. Had a little Amazon delivery. Was that a morning gala? Hey, Janice. July 26th to the 9th, I think. I should know that. It's good to see you in chat. Well, that didn't go straight at all. I'm telling you, if I'd have to fussy cut for my life, it's been nice knowing you. Come in early so you'll have my room if you can't get in yours early. There you go. When are you coming in, Gala? Are you doing your same mode of transportation as last year? Sunday. Oh, cool. All right, that's going to have to lay there and dry a little bit. This starch paste takes a while to dry. All right, I'm gonna wrap. Oh, it's almost 3:30. That'll be like an easy segue. Throw them a little bits in here. Oh, didn't use that. That would have been a nice little bit. Those are kind of bigger. That's not the proper. That's not the proper storage place for those. I'll put that as high up on the stack as I can get in the later pile. Hey, Marta. All right, so yeah, probably a good time to wrap up. But here's where we ended. I don't know if you can see the shiny bits without me doing that. Got to have a little bit of shine in there. I love that black, white. Well, you know, I like that. But the washed out bit of black that kind of goes a little indigo or Payne's gray in there. The cool tones of blacks and grays. Thanks, Joan. All right, kids, I'm looking around here. I guess that's it for today. I'm going to try to make Mummy some spaghetti tonight. Thanks, Tam. I was rusty. Haven't totally lost it. I think I'll go mentally first. Still think I need something right there. I have to think about it. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, guys. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it was kind of a last minute. Well, not really last minute. I think I gave you 2 or 3 hours notice this time. So, you know. And Joan, I forget when you guys change your clocks, but we change ours tomorrow. We're springing forward tomorrow. I wonder how many more years we're going to have to do that. I wish they'd pass that bill and just forget it. Just let it be. Thanks, CB. Yeah, so I'll try to be a little bit more planned out and have a couple more ideas of what I might do the next time. Maybe. I make no promises. Who the hell knows at this point when the next time will be? But at least I got one in there to let you know I'm still kicking. So hopefully by the end of this year, Dave and I will both be retired. That'll free up a little more time. And when I do that, I was thinking about maybe, depending, maybe doing like a couple retreats a year. And that will open it up to maybe some other people that can't seem to get in there off the wait list. But to be determined. I'm just reading the chat. All right, guys, I'm going to run. And I appreciate you guys popping in here with me and forgiving my absence. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Gotta figure out how to stop. Oh no, I can't stop streaming. I'll have to stay on here the whole time. Have a good weekend. The rest of your weekend, guys. Bye.